What's up, people? How y'all feel? This is Brian Mazik, aka Franchise Play, and I want to talk about NBA Live. Absolutely, there's a lot of information coming out right now about NBA 2K as well as NBA Live. My interview with Damian Lillard dropped today, and he talked about being a cover guy, in case you didn't know about that. At the end of this video, if you're interested in seeing that interview or listen to that interview, click the link that's going to be on the screen at the end of this after I get through just sharing my thoughts. Essentially, what we're seeing right now is we're really coming up close to that real, the real build up where all of the pertinent information about both NBA Live and NBA 2K begin to drop. The screenshot you see on the screen now is one of the older ones that we've seen already of Damian Lillard in Live 15. Just from that picture right there, you can see there's a huge improvement visually from last year's game. But this next screenshot is probably the most promising because I've personally felt that last screenshot, his body looked a little bit disproportioned, but this particular screenshot is much better. Also shows you some little bit of a detail in the crowd, right? So without a question, some people were saying, well, I won't be satisfied until I know that's a real screenshot. That's a real screenshot, people. I promise you it is. I know for 100% fact that that's a real screenshot. Basically, what happened last year, which, some of the skepticism EA did kind of earn with putting out the CGI stuff of Kyrie Irving early on, and that wasn't really the game and that sort of thing. The biggest thing I think Live should have done last year was Live should have been on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 and not on next gen. And built their way up to doing that this year. But hindsight is 2020. They went with what they went with. I personally never thought Live 14 was as horrible as everybody else said. Was it clearly worse than 2K? Absolutely, without a question, without a doubt. No question at all it was. But that doesn't mean it was putrid, which is like people were like, oh my God, it's the worst thing ever. I'd rather kill myself than play that. It wasn't all like that, right? But as you see a screenshot here of what is this? What do they call it now? Is this the Wachovia Center? I think that's what it is. It used to be the Bradley Center. I think it was the Wachovia something. It's where a really bad team in the Midwest plays, but they got Jabari Parker, so we never know what goes on. But you see the arena. They put out some arenas of Barclays Center, Madison Square Garden, United Center, a few other arenas, and they look pretty good. I don't want to talk too much about 2K in this particular video because I'm going to do another video later on today while I'm talking about 2K because we all know the trailer. If you don't know yet, the trailer dropped today for that. So what I will say is this. And when you watch my 2K piece a little bit later on today, you'll know why I'm saying this. Live, in order for this game to really make a mark, the gameplay, absolutely, without a question, without a doubt, has to be excellent. Okay? I'm not even going to say that it has to be better than 2K from a gameplay standpoint, but it has to at least be arguable. Okay? If it's not arguable, the gap is only going to widen. Because yes, do the graphics look better? Anybody that tells you these graphics don't look better is flat out lying. They look a lot better. In some of the faces that I've seen for both, on NBA 2K14, can't say for 2K15, but for 2K14, which looked awesome, some of the faces for Live I've seen maybe looked a little bit better, at least in the same league, which is obviously a good thing. But we got to see animation. We got to see things like, play inside the paint. We got to see the dribble moves. A lot of stuff we got to see before we know for sure. And because I'm already seeing, without 100% confirmation, but with really good reason to believe, because I'm seeing that 2K is going to have the edge in options and modes and overall density of the titles, Live has to kill it from a gameplay standpoint. Okay, now perhaps it will, and this is why I'm going to tell you. This is one reason to be kind of somewhat, a little optimistic. Madden did not do a lot with options and modes at all this year. Not at all. They didn't do very much at all. You got a gauntlet and the skills trainer and a little bit of sprinkles with the connected careers. But what they did do was they really turned up the gameplay. This is the best gameplay Madden has had, I think, ever. And that might be a bold statement, but that's what I think. I'm getting the feeling that with NHL 15, although it doesn't have EA, the EA NHL, that whole online joint, and while it also doesn't have GM Connected, if you look at what we've seen, the screenshots and some of the trailer stuff that we've seen with NHL, I'm trying to tell you, it looks like this gameplay is going to be serious. You could say the same thing about FIFA. So perhaps that's the overall approach that the EA is taking this year. We're going to get our gameplay tight first. We'll add all that other stuff later. We could think that, or we could say, hey, this is just EA holding back on modes and options while 2K and Sony kind of empties the clip. I don't know yet. Hopefully it's the former, because great games are great games. No matter who makes them, it's best if everybody makes a great game, right? So I don't know what's going to happen yet with live, but I know that gameplay best be tight. Dame was an awesome interview, man. I love talking to the guy. It was super cool, man. Really, really respect that guy for his grind, his confidence, and all of that. So that's my thoughts right now on what we've seen from live. For more live 15 videos or EA Sports hoop-centric videos, I got two on the screen right there you can check out. This one on the left is a Throwback Thursday, a March Madness, I believe it was 09, Kevin Love on the cover. And then on the right, that is the Damian Lillard interview. A lot of the same images in that, but obviously I'm getting a chance to talk to the Portland Trailblazers superstar. Y'all check that out. Subscribe, follow, peace.